Hi everybody and welcome back to a special night here in New York City with Art Monk, Pro Football Hall of Famer, and Don McPherson, soon to be a College Football Hall of Famer. Guys, great to have you with us, and we'll start first with you, Art. I think this is really a special time, and your thoughts about really being involved and being honored in this way. It took so long for you.
Well, I mean, this is just great. You know, whether I had made the Hall of Fame or not, you know, I was so proud to be an SU alum. So proud of the accomplishments I've made and the teams I've been a part of and the teammates that I've been able to make friendships for so long. And so whether I made the Hall of Fame or not, it, you know, didn't make any difference to me. But it's a great honor, and I'm just glad it's over with.
And congratulations, certainly long overdue. It seems like you guys both have handled this with such class and class above the game. I mean, when you watch games today and everybody is me first, I mean, how much does that turn you off? Because it seems for both of you and Don, class and grace was really the way you handled yourself.
Well, I think it's just the times that we came up is much different than today's athletes. You know, and I think Don will say that, you know, when we came up, our parents didn't allow us to be disrespectful and to showboat and do those kind of things. But today's players just, you know, it's just an athlete, so there's really not much you can do about it.
All right, thanks for being with us. Enjoy this with you and your family, okay?
Thank you.
That's Art Monk and Don McPherson here too. And Don, I mentioned with Art, obviously you're a Hall of Famer by your credentials on the field. From an off-the-field standpoint, class, grace, what does that mean to you in terms of representing your teammates in your university?
Well, I think it means that you really have to think about other people first. And I think that the first thing that as Art talked about, you think about your family, you think about your teammates, you think about the myriad people you represent when you step out there. And I think that's the thing that I would say the one thing that Art and I both share is that perspective, is that it's really not about you. And I think especially as a quarterback, you understand it's not about you. There are guys working very hard in front of you, working very hard around you. And it's very easy to be humbled by the work that those guys do.
What does it mean to you to have all your teammates in this room tonight?
You know, I can't tell you what it means. It's such a great feeling to be around the guys that not only you played ball with, but that you hung out with. You hung out on the bus, in the locker room, at the dining hall. These are the guys you laugh with. These are the guys you crack jokes with. These are the guys you thought up, you know, one day, all day long. How can I make fun of him the next day? So these are guys that really become closer than brothers, and it's just a wonderful thing to have them here.
What are your thoughts on Art's career? You grew up on Long Island when he was starring at Syracuse, and then obviously his NFL career lasted very, very long.
You know, Art is one of those guys who does. He makes you pause and makes you take a deep breath when you talk about him, because not only was he the type of guy that you in awe of watching, he's also the type of man. I said it to him tonight. I joke, and I know a lot of people say this to Art Monk. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. He has a tremendous grace about him and a presence about him that it's just really hard to. Sometimes I watch him. I see him sometimes with his best friend Charles Mann, who's like me. He's a little bit wild and talks a lot, and I see he and Art together all the time, and or when I see them together, I go, how do you guys get along? You know, Art, you never say a word, but that's Art. I mean, that's the kind of guy that he is. It really does go beyond words. It goes beyond you know, it's actions. It's how you live your life, and that's just the kind of guy he is.
Great lessons to live by, Don. Enjoy the night with your family and your teammates. We'll check in with you again on Tuesday.
Thanks, Matt. It's been a pleasure.
Congratulations to both Art Monk and Don McPherson. Click on Orange All Access for our complete coverage of the time here in New York. We'll see Don's press conference tomorrow and his official induction at the Waldorf Astoria on Tuesday night. Thanks for visiting SUathletics.com.